Welcome to Wednesday Insights. Today's insight is an invitation to zoom in on and explore the consumer in you, the one who consumes information. It is an invitation to consider an approach that is mindful and that allows you to fully integrate and receive its value. In TRI terms, this would mean that what you have received and consumed forms part of an abundant exchange, which nourishes the body, the mind, and the soul. Take a moment to pause. Make some space in your day. Receive and reflect on the message this insight has for you. The first task a client is given when entering the depth coaching space is to learn to pause the consumption of information so as to give space for the practice of attunement, learning to listen and to deeply connect to what stirs within. It is in this paused space that we get in touch with both our human and our essence. My human is the part of me that is often noisy, that collects and stores all the old information. Mostly it is unresolved from years and years of consumption. My essence is a calm, centered voice, an inner well and guidance, a door to a huge library of timeless information available to us all. Be curious about what informs the consumer in you. What is the inner conversation that is taking place? Mostly, we don't know. We haven't really asked that question before, and therefore, we're not listening. We just eat. We fill ourselves with the incredible spectrum of offerings available to us. We rarely have to go out of our way to get it. Take a moment to pause. Ask yourself the question. You might say, well, I'm only consuming the best of the best. I'm reading several inspiring books a week. I attend relevant webinars and I follow great leaders. I hear you and I see your hunger for knowledge, your willingness to expand and to continuously elevate your leadership toolkit, to equip yourself and your business for the unfolding of your dream, to meet promises and to carry a message that differentiates you, your brand, in the market. Part of an awakened leadership approach is to also ensure that you master the integration of the information consumed and that it forms part of an abundant exchange recipe. A brand that is attuned and relevant, a brand that nourishes, a brand that cares. Otherwise, we're just going from one information fix to the next one. And just because we can talk it and even sound clever about it, it doesn't mean we have fully integrated it. We can easily end up like the fox. I'm referring to the analogy of the hedgehog and the fox from the essay of 1953 by Isaiah Berlin. The hedgehog views the world through a single central vision, informed by a universal organizing principle. The fox, however, is all over the place, always in pursuit, chasing many ends that are often unrelated and contradictory. This brings us back to the question: what informs the consumer in you? What is that inner conversation that is taking place? It is a really good idea to spend some time on this. You and me, we are like cups, already pretty full with past information. We keep consuming and consuming and consuming. Very often, the past information that we have stored has not yet been processed and integrated. It's still noisy, it takes up bandwidth, and sometimes it even haunts us, causing burnouts, anxiety, angry outbursts, or it shows up physically, causing discomfort or disease. The result is there's very little capacity to process and integrate anything new. I meet this all the time in the client space. It is profound when we begin to pause our information consumption just for a moment, make time and space to clear out old storage, connect to both our human and our essence, and activate a more mindful consumption and integration strategy